I hate Itachi. That can only mean one or two things, and we're going to get into that. But he also has I hate Neji. Now, I feel like what he means by this is that he does not like how they either how they were written or he just doesn't understand. I don't know. We're gonna let him go through it and why he hates Itachi and why he hates Neji. We're gonna start with
Okay.
Itachi first.
My reasoning for hating Itachi, right? It's a lot like how if somebody said, I don't like my hero because of the fandom, I'm very similar to not liking Itachi just because a lot of his fans either downplay what he did and make it seem like he was a hero when he was not. I don't think Itachi is a hero. I think again, he did what he had to do. I'm not disagreeing or trying to downplay that, but I can also just not like the decision he made.
So we have a specific person in here, as you can see right here.
Hey, he set me up for failure. This is not fair. To all the comments, I want y'all to know this was not a full blown take I made. This was a brief statement I made, and he is gassing it. He has not introduced none
I'm
of the things
gassing
this
it.
had.
What it sound like is you're gaslighting me in the audience.
Tone set me up. Hey, I don't like this. But I just, again, with Itachi, I don't like the way his fans and supporters glaze him. Like, I've heard people say, Itachi can beat Madara in a fight. Itachi's the strongest Uchiha ever. And I just don't like that. For me, it rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, y'all supporting a man who committed genocide. I'm so sorry. I cannot.
Wait a minute. You won't give it to Itachi, but you'll give it to Aaron Yeager?
Jaeger was just a world that was trying to kill him. Yes.
Whoa, oh, Sing. Yo, Sing, I'm glad you stopped walking and started
No, no, no,
talking,
no.
bro. Because what is he
No,
talking? What are you talking
Tone,
about?
listen,
It's Aaron was justified or trying to get. What?
Tone, I can tell you exactly why. Aaron doesn't try. Aaron isn't portrayed to be a good person.
Yeah, what? Aaron was portrayed to be a good person in the
What?
beginning.
That,
Yes, he was. Did you
I'm not
ignore the
saying
whole first few arcs?
no.
Aaron was trying to fight. Bro, what?
I'm not saying that. I'm
What are
saying
we
I'm
talking
saying
about?
when he did what he did, he was no or Aaron was not trying to be a good person anymore. He had accepted he was evil. Correct?
Yes,
Bro,
he still was because he was showing, giving everybody flashbacks of what the fuck was going on.
Aaron was not trying to be a good person when he genocided the world. Let's be serious.
Yes, he was because he was trying to save his
Tone,
friends
do
and
you agree
also
with this?
prevent the world from
listen,
consequences.
let me say this, bro. You're saying that Itachi wasn't justified for doing what he did. Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
He
not
wasn't?
you justified.
Oh,
Again,
I think he's saying
they
from how the
no.
fans of him.
I'm saying the fans. I'm not justifying. I'm not questioning Itachi's motives or saying he didn't need to do it. No, he 100% had to do it. Again, I would. Again, my grievance with Itachi is just I personally would have made a different choice. But also, I'm not nearly as smart as Itachi. I don't know what Itachi knows. I'm not
well,
saying his
that's clear.
decisions
I'm just
are
kidding.
wrong. So again, I just don't like his decision making. To me, he chose his city over his family, and I just don't like that decision.
Okay.
I ain't saying he's wrong
Tired of
and
this
what needed to
grandpa
happen, but I just don't like
pose.
that.
Okay, so I hear you that you don't like it, but you don't have to like it. I just need you to understand it. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine, and I 100% understand it.
Like we have reiterated, Itachi was born into a warring period. He was born to fight. He actually had no choice. He actually couldn't, he didn't
I
have
agree.
any other option, right? Itachi obviously loved his clan. He obviously wanted them to live. But
Yes.
considering what has been happening and what has happened over the course of the time he's been alive,
Huh.
he had to make a very difficult decision that a lot of people would not have made. And
And
let me just tell you what would have happened had he not done that. Not only
they
would
all would have
he,
died.
not only that, but the village would have been in jeopardy, which means the village itself would have been overrun. Because, mind you, you would have had to send your strongest soldiers to fight the Uchiha. You would have had
Uh-huh.
to, and that mean that news would have traveled really fast. That oh, they had an infight. Oh, we're about to go put up on a leaf. You got old ass Aruz in there. You got Minato. They can only do so much. There would have been a lot of death, way more on a higher scale than it was with the Uchiha in the village. It would have affected the whole ecosystem of ninja.
Yes.
So Itachi
That's
made a decision that he didn't have any other choice, bro. There was no
I
other
agree.
choice. We cannot like the choice because I would have loved to see freaking Shisui fighting more. I would have loved to see Fugaku's Mangekyo Sharingan ability. I would have loved to see them fight. I would love to see them get along, but the Uchiha were not cooperating. But there were already like prejudices in place which made them want to fight. I
Yes.
It was
understand.
like it's pretty much like the Cold War.
Yeah.
No, again, I don't downplay any of the decisions he made. It's just again, for me, my grievance comes from the Itachi fans. I'm not saying he did the wrong thing. He did what he had to do. He was like Torture's been saying he was a child soldier. So in that sense, I do feel for him and I do understand it. But again, I just don't like the choice because I'm just saying if it was me, I would have rather died with my family. Would that have been the wrong choice? Sure, but I would have rather been wrong and went out with my blood than team up with a city that's going to proceed to do my blood worse. And again, another part of my reason for not liking Itachi was because of how long he was portrayed to be a villain, just to be shown as like they tried to rectify him and make him come off as a hero. I didn't like that decision.
He wasn't trying to make himself seem like a hero.
No, I'm not saying he was. I'm saying his fans.
The story wasn't trying to do that either. But
The story changed him from a cold-blooded villain who killed his family just for the hell of killing his family to a child soldier doing or having no other option.
Nah.
Me, I like Itachi better as a cold-hearted villain, personally.
If Oda would have did that, they would have called it the second coming of a Messiah, bro. Like, come on now. They would have got all the praise in the world for doing that. They would have got all the praise in the world for foreshadowing that. But it's my problem. You hate the fact that Itachi didn't want to die with his, like, you hate that Itachi chose the village over his family, but you are okay with Goku choosing the universe over his son? I don't understand. I don't understand that.
At the end of the day, what he did for Sasuke. He didn't really do it for the village. He did it for Sasuke.
I was about to say,
okay, so he did it for Sasuke. So he didn't care about anybody else other than Sasuke.
That was
wordy. I mean, that is not true. The way they was laying it out to him, they was like, yo, either you take them out or we take all of y'all out, including your brother. So he was like, at least if one of us survived, then that's good enough for him. That's the way he was looking at it. In my
I was about to say, I also remember it being portrayed as more of a this is the only option where Sasuke lives, and that was the main thing he talked.
Yes, it's his little brother, but you just said out of your mouth that's the only, he only did it for Sasuke. That's not true.
I think
Sasuke was a bigger.
I think what you mean to say is if he was going to fight for the village, at least let me keep my brother safe, or at least keep my brother safe. If we're going to do this, we got to at least keep my brother safe. It's not, I only care about it. Because then if that was the case, when he was killing his folks, he wouldn't have cried. When he was killing his lover, he wouldn't have put her in the Tsukuyomi to show them living a full life together. He wouldn't have done these things. He would not have done these things if it was only for Sasuke.
If you go back and look at it, his parents was like, they was already cool with it. They was like,
they understood. So that's why I'm trying to figure out why the fandom don't understand.
No, because look, I think Torture just explained it the best.
I think that was Sasuke's take on it.
Was Sasuke's take of Itachi. Resonate with Sasuke too much, and I just never got over the Itachi hate period.
Well, so my thing is with the theory, I think that Sasuke's take on it, he thought that's what happened and wanted to avenge his family. So naturally, we ended up not liking Itachi. Then we all collectively found out the truth, right? He's a teen being told, we will kill your brother and start a world war. You have to do what we say, or this is the outcome. Yeah. Like I said, you not like it, but I just want you to understand it. If you're not okay with Itachi sacrificing his clan for the betterment of essentially the world, why are you okay with Goku doing it?
Goku didn't commit genocide. That's
oh my God.
The crime.
If Goku had to commit genocide to save the world, would he have done it?
Probably. And guess what? I wouldn't have liked Goku.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear then. Thought we were, you know.
Again, I'm gonna keep it even. Y'all see how Tone brought Goku back into it? I ain't say Goku.
Nah, yeah, we ever bring Goku back into it. You ever? Oh, I'm cool. Goku being a bad dad.
He's not committing genocide. That's the difference.
I mean, but wouldn't it make him a good dad that he's saving everybody's kids, including his own?
We're going back. We're not going back.
No, that's not what makes him a good dad, bro. No, we're not doing that.
That's my thing on Itachi. I can 100% understand him, and it's a very similar. Neji, it's a lot more petty reasoning. I can understand. My Neji hatred is a lot more petty.
I think this is petty too, though. Hating Itachi is kind of petty too.
No, I'm not denying it. That's why I said, I can understand him. I can understand and say he made the right call, but still say, hey, I hate you because I would have done differently. Just because to me, genocide is such an egregious act. I can understand why you did it, but I just can't go with it. That's just me. That's Wonder. Anybody who do that, I gotta hate you for it.
I hope you super hate Eren.
So you have a favorite villain in these anime? Do you hate Eren? Do you hate Vegeta? Do you hate Frieza, Kid Buu? Do you hate all these people who do you hate Lelouch?
Lelouch did not commit.
Lelouch was knocking people off. What are we talking about? Okay, so he was a serial killer then.
Yes.
So serial killers where you draw the line then. You're okay with serial killing, but you're not okay with genocide.
Tone, I'm going to repeat.
Killing is killing regardless.
Yeah, Tone, I'm going to use names to restate what you said, just so you understand where I'm coming from. One, you are saying the H-man and the N-word. I don't know if I can say his name, so I'm not saying his name.
Oh, wow.
But you are saying him versus the Zodiac Killer.
Wait,
Those
what?
are comparisons you're making.
Oh,
man.
Oh, yeah.
Versus a Zodiac Killer. Yes, I don't support genocide. I'm choosing. It's the lesser of
two evils.
Yes.
So okay, so that's my point. You're
okay.
You love Lay Loose, and he was a mass murderer.
True.
That's okay. Vegeta, not Piccolo. Frieza, Kid Buu.
I don't Frieza. I don't support Kid Buu.
You don't like, so you never like any of these characters. You hate all these characters, right? That's what I'm hearing. You hate all these characters.
I wouldn't say hate.
Okay, then. So that is my point. What?
You hated Itachi,
and he had more of a reason to do what he did than a lot of these characters you still like.
And this is a common theme with me not liking certain Naruto.
Oh man,
because it tries to justify their heinous acts.
So but love Obito. Obito committed the same thing.
You're right, but Tone, the difference with Itachi and Obi, actually no, I don't like Obito. I loved.
Oh, now I was past tense. Oh my god, where's my button?
I no longer was Obito because of him switching up on a war he started. That's my main jab against Obito. He switched up on the war he started.
not him helping Itachi commit genocide.
I didn't.
What is
you looking for,
bro? What is your
You have to put the spaces in my name. What are you looking for?
Yo, what is the freaking? Here it is, man. Here it is, bro.
Wait, Wonder, ain't you?
Is this not Obito right here?
God forbid I have a cosplay. My fault.
Oh no, you wore this cosplay. Listen.
You realize that mask was stolen, right? That mask was a gift.
So now you're okay with being a thief. You are just a bad person, bro. I
think again, the difference between those characters is I don't hear any Kid Buu fans trying to justify Kid Buu. I've heard Itachi fans.
What is there to justify?
That's why I'm just like not understanding really.
That's why it's petty.
I mean,
but
you said you hate but you said you hated Itachi for for genociding his family. But you also was a fan in the same breath of Obito and a lot of these other villains, including Lay Loose. Lay Loose is not a good guy.
You're right, but again, another thing I said about Itachi, and you can rewind it. I also said I would have done differently in Itachi's case, knowing that would have been the call.
Right.
I would have done what Eren did.
Right.
You wouldn't have done what Itachi did.
Them. No.
What's the difference?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Eren is killing his own people as well.
Eren was killed his own family. Who you think sent the Titan to go eat his mother?
That man said, "Hey, sent the Titan. He said, hey, go kill my mama so I can get that dog in me like for the future. Like literally,
Yeah, he
go kill my."
That's why I said.
Fire in my chest.
Hey, Dad, go over here and mess this whole family up just so you can give me the power.
That's why I said you can dislike something, but you gotta understand it, bro. It doesn't seem that you understand.
He created a never-ending cycle of him giving himself character development.
I have actively told you I understand Itachi. I just would have moved differently.
How?
He said he would have died with his family.
I would have died with my family. That's me. It could be wrong, sure.
Man, Eren killed way more people than Itachi
If he did that, it would have put the Leaf. He had two loves. It was the Leaf.
Yes.
It was his clan.
Yes.
It would have put the Leaf in jeopardy because if one of them clans they would have got to fighting amidst all what was going on, the other nations would have tried to attack them. Well, the other villages, not nations, but villages.
Now, YZ, here's another funny thing. I don't give a about the Hidden Leaf safety.
You sat there. You sat there and said you hate Itachi because he knocked off his family. We gave you like 8 other characters who are also mass murderers / genociders and all of that. And you said it
were justified or trying.
So you're basically saying that Eren should just let them getting eaten by Titans when they first attacked the wall.
No, Eren fought for his people.
I mean, then if you want to,
Eren also sacrificed some of his people too. We just went through this.
Yes, I can agree. I'm not disagreeing, but again, Eren was like Itachi. He would have went through with Zeke's plan. That's the way I perceive it. You could say that's a wrong way to perceive it, sure.
Yes,
no, I mean, he should have just let. If Eren knew that basically he could control what he was controlling, he should just let everybody get eaten by Titans in the wall, and that would just put it in everything. Same thing. If you basically saying Itachi should have did that, Itachi should have just let his family just die. He died with them. Eren should have just died in the walls, and that would have been the end of it.
I do not see it that way. That's wonder. You can say
That's
I'm
the
wrong.
same thing you're saying, though.
We are saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you can hate him, but your reasoning for hating him, what I think is wrong.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
I never said it was good reasoning. I just said I don't like that. I told y'all I was petty.
Oh my god.
Again, I also said it was because of the fans, and they do.
Okay, so let's
I don't know why I'm making me crazy. I just don't like it. My fault.
Bruff, how do you feel about Itachi?
I mean, I always look. I am Uchiha Glazer.
And I glaze the majority of them, except for him. That's the crazy part.
That is crazy.
Right?
Like Sasuke? Oh, man, you better not insult Sasuke in my presence.
You running for
what about
Sasuke?
Danzo needs to die. He can't die quick enough. He can't die enough times. I wish they gave him another Izanagi just so he
I
could
wish
die.
they tortured him.
Literally, I wish I watched him get tortured.
That's crazy.
I wish the remaining episodes of Naruto was just Danzo getting tortured. I hate that man. Danzo, I don't think there's an anime character. Oh, nah, I lied.
All right, man. All right, we get it,
bro.
Oh, you can only save one, Shao Tucker or Donzo.
I'm sorry, Danzo got to die, bro.
Nah, I'm saving. Oh my God! So you're a walking contradiction, Wonder. You would save a man who experimented on his own family, but you, God forbid, I sacrifice my family for the sake of the world. God forbid, bro.
Hey, I'm not killing my.
But I'll sacrifice my kids just for science, just because I love science. I don't care about doing anything good. I'm saving Donzo over Shao Tucker.
Or you're saving Donzo.
Yes.
Again, my emotional attachment to Full Metal.
What's it, Shao Tucker? Oh, you got emotional attachment to him?
No, I don't care about that. I just want Danzo dead. That's what you're not understanding. I don't care for Shao Tucker. I just need dead.
This is bad looks, man. Why do you hate Neji, man?
Neji, again, it's one moment and it's petty. I'm telling you right now, it's one moment and it's very petty. I hate him for what he did to Hinata. That is it. There's no other reason.
I wonder, bro. I swear to God.
I don't like him for what he did to that little girl. He tried to kill her for some she didn't even know about.
I mean, but he redeemed himself.
I don't care.
And so you don't even care about Neji, pretty much his family being the black sheep of the family, his dad being sacrificed. You don't care about none of that. You just care Neji was about to body Hinata.
So you think he was justified in trying to kill Hinata?
I'm not saying he was justified. I'm just saying your reasonings for a lot of this you don't like makes no sense, bro.
I'm just saying I don't like that he beat that girl damn near to death. And I hated him for it because he did her like that.
I'm not saying because they're essentially able to fight to the death, or at least until the proctor, deems it unnecessary. So she could have very well died without him intending for her to die. But
true,
regardless,
he was trying to kill that girl, and you know that.
Sure, okay. Regardless, she didn't have anything directly to do with his gripes, but he was trying to prove a point to her family, pretty much. That's all I got.
So I got to use an innocent party as an example. If he really wanted to prove that point and really get it back in blood for his father, hey, go kill her daddy in his sleep.
Yo, you really got a dark mind, bro.
I mean, but if you think about it,
for him to go after the actual man who got his daddy killed and not a little girl who was innocent.
Yeah, because he just can't hang with Zashi and all of them boys. He just can't hang with them.
I said,
but you like Vegeta though, right?
No, Vegeta.
So you don't like anybody from Dragon Ball Z, do you? Except Goku.
I don't like Goku either.
Who do you like?
There's no character in Dragon Ball Z.
Krillin? You a fan of Krillin? Tien? Chaozu?
The Cyberman?
So now we're putting words in my mouth. Okay.
Are you a fan of Chi-Chi?
Hercule?
Pin? Videl? Pedestrians?
Spopovich?
No, it's crazy. I have an answer. I have to think about my answer, but news report is crazy.
The farmer?
Dende? Are you a fan of Dende?
He a fan of Android specifically. Okay, you got it, bro.
Like what, bro?
No, if I had to choose a favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, I would have said Future Trunks.
Oh man.
Trunks. You mean the Trunks that let everybody die?
What the fuck did he do?
I'm just saying, Gohan saw Android 16 get killed. He went Super Saiyan 2. Trunks saw everybody die, and that man just stood there.
Pedestrians?
Hey, Future Gohan lost his arm and still died to those androids. I didn't see Super Saiyan 2 from that Future Gohan. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Building back.
Again, I have a disliking of those characters because decisions were just so egregious to me.
I hear you, bro.
Put that in all caps.
Future Trunks is the reason why Future Gohan lost his arm.
Hey man,
protecting him.
True.
Trunks showing up when he told him not to show up, and he did, and it made cause him to lose his arm.
Hey,
he said, "Stay in the house." He said, "Nah, I'm a man now."
I'm wondering. I'm just a jerk. Hey man, I'm sorry I don't like Itachi and Neji.